I I was talking about responsibilities and stuff, right? Um, I'm a fighter. Okay, that's one reason to I felt I would have been a great I was a great asset to U.S. Army. Okay, because it's a natural thing um, to look at yourself as a like in a movement and stuff, man. You look at yourself as you know something valuable to your organization and so on. Okay, um, that's everybody thinks that way, right? It's not a superiority complex and so on, right? A superiority complex would be like even when you're wrong, you're right. So it's like superiority complex is like self righteousness and stuff. You know what I mean? You know, um, that's why I'm talking about like, okay, and I'm hurt by this, right? Because my wife did do an order of protection, okay, but I'm not taking my wife to court for like, okay, you lied on me now for you lied on me for shoving you into a door and so on. Like, I fall back. I say like, you know what? Sometimes people perception of things could be twisted, and I can't shove it down the throat. And I mean, I have to accept that they see a six and I see a nine. You know what I mean? Another good example, for drum. Okay, when I basically lost my job, right? But like I had people falsifying stuff, saying that they didn't say I threatened anybody, but how Tessa wrote it like I was manic. You know what I'm saying? So that showed me like, she really don't want me back at that job and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, the guy who threatened me, he didn't say anything about me threat. He just said like, I can't remember what he said. I just don't have to remember. But he didn't say anything about me being manic and so on. You know what I mean? And I'm really thankful for him for not saying anything like that. But like, I didn't go back and try to sue anybody and stuff. I just like, you know what? At the end of the day, like, when life feeds you lemon, you make lemonade. You know what I'm saying? I took that. I was like, I'm going to take that retirement money and stuff, and I focus on my house and stuff. According to them, nigga rich. You know what I'm saying? But I took that fall, and I was like, I'm gonna make the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? According to them, no, it's me being um, government insurance fraud. You know what I'm saying? Um, Oh man, I'm trying to make the best of everything I have. So I have a superiority complex and stuff. Okay. Thanks, guys. You know what I mean? Um, Minding my business, man. Minding my business. You know what I mean? I asked questions first before I got into car license and stuff. I see the man with the white Jeep. You know what I mean? Shazad will describe the model and stuff, man. Shazad is who told me about it. You know what I mean? Shazad Khan. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, white lights and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But he told me about it and so on, and he has this the document whenever he get pulled over. I do that now, and I'm wrong. So the white guy got through with it, and the black guy. But I have superiority complex and so on. Um, yeah, man. Okay. All right. We could go back and forth and this and so on. We go back and forth. But anyways, I talk about Uncle Tom now. Like, I don't want to be the crab in the bucket mentality and stuff, man. I mean, I love my race. You know what I mean? Um, I also love my the Caucasian race and the Asian race, and you know what I mean. The minute that you try segment, because business teaches you that, and it's just a business strategy and stuff, and it's not a philosophy of life. You know what I'm saying? But business teaches you sometimes you gotta segment areas and stuff just to get in, and you know what I mean. Um, I remember my Catholic priest saying to me, man, your mission is to get into heaven. by any means necessary. I don't want to get into heaven deteriorating on another race and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Um, if we all struggling, like let's say there's a flood coming and we all on top of this house, I don't want to kick, and the house is weak and it's shaking and stuff. I don't want to kick nobody off just for me to survive. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what Greg Brown did to me. You know what I mean? Like he really wanted that next position and so on, and I was his scapegoat. You know what I mean? You know, if he really did, if his perception of me was like I'm faking the illness and stuff, why be friendly with me every time I come to your job and stuff, man? I think I'm fighting two forces, man, because the nurse in Martin's medical army, man, I'm reflecting tonight and stuff. She probably said like, don't blame nobody, blame herself. You know what I mean? So the walk away could be, oh, I'm trying to make stuff fit. Okay, persecutory, persecutory religion. You know what I mean? It's trying to confuse me. Well, anyway, the nurse said, don't blame nobody, blame yourself. You know what I mean? At that point, I stopped telling stories about like I was frustrated with my bosses and stuff, and I just kept it with the Humvee, because right after the ID explosion stuff, me fall back analyzing stuff. I was like, you know what, like I'm tired. Like I'm not getting sufficient sleep. I'm exhausted. Like, and I was mad. I was really mad at my NCOs and my only one NCO. Like he's supposed to be helping me change the track on the vehicle, change the wheels on the tracks and stuff. And like he and his coach sleeping. You know what I mean? And my other buddy went AWOL. So all the work was on me, and ain't no lieutenant is coming out there to help you PMCS a vehicle. PCM, PM, Preventive Maintenance Corrective Service. PMCS a vehicle. Um, so yeah, man. 7 minutes. Um, with a lot of work on me and stuff, man. So I'm being lazy. Really and truly, like, when you deploy and stuff, man, you don't get sufficient sleep. You know what I mean? You know, and that's that. But they say I'm schizo. All right, so let's go back to the schizo stuff real quick, man. Um, I don't look at myself as no superhero, and even so, I will fight to stay away from superhero because, like, why? Superheroes don't live long. You know what I mean? And I've been saying that, so like, yeah, diagnose me and diagnose me right. Okay. What else, man? You guys on your technology, boy. And a nurse told me, don't ever believe stuff online. You know what I mean? Because when I was having a heart attack and I thought I was having a heart attack and stuff, she's like, no, 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 because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know they had that capabilities and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Um, okay. I want to go to the cognitive stuff, man. Thought disorder, delusion. Okay. Um, this stuff is man-made, so let's not talk about delusion and stuff. Amnesia. I do forget stuff, but it's it's not unimportant shit, man. I mean, because as long as you repeat stuff, like stuff stays in your memory when you repeat stuff. And I mean, repetition and retention. You know what I mean? Belief that an ordinary event has. Okay, let's discuss this real quick, right? A belief that an ordinary event has special and personal meaning. I was waking up 3:33 every morning. What's that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? People experience that like 4:44. You know what I mean? And I get so in tune to it. I was looking for stuff like that sometimes too. You know what I mean? But I accept I accept it and stuff, man. Okay, I will accept that one. So it's called this little car right here. That's man made. You know what I mean? That's man made. The one from last night. As soon as I close my door and you pull out and so on, man. Nah, that could also be man made too, man. Like there's the demonic ones, man. The demonic ones is the ones that scare me. Like who are on point. That's the demonic ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's not you guys. I don't care what you guys say, man. Like there's real evil out here. You know what I mean? But I just want to address the man-made ones real quick because I need to get off of this. And I really wish that the VA could drop me, man. I don't want to be part of the VA no more. That's crazy, man. That's real crazy. So if I would have been working and stuff, man, I would have been okay. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like I'm home, not doing anything, so I'm just raping the government. I bet you know, right? When I give this up, like I'm gonna try my best to relinquish if whatever documents the VA give me to get off of their payroll and stuff. I'm gonna do that, okay? And what I'm gonna do now, right? I'm gonna go somewhere and I'm gonna reinvent myself and so on, because I'm gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Like we make the best of everything we have. Just like when I lost my job at Fort Drum, um, I made the best of my situation up there, right? I'm gonna piss off somebody like somebody in with an NSA or who has really strong ties and stuff to like once again stuff like this, and it could be a whole cycle over again. You know what I mean? I went from teaching to joining the army. I went from the army to working at Fort Drum. I went from Fort Drum to being home. I went from being home to being basically homeless. You know what I mean? I keep making the best of everything, man. That's a superior complex, but okay, all right. We could work with that. We could work with that. To be on 12 minutes. Um, fear. My fear was legit, man. My fear was legit. And this fear is man-made to the point like it doesn't really bother me. You know, I'm not fearful, but the sheriff said it right. Irritable. You know what I mean? It's gonna be irritating to you. You know what I mean? Let's see. We'll talk about irritability here, man. Hold on. Mood: anger, anxiety, apathy, feeling detached from self, general discontent, loss of interest or pleasure in activities, elevated mood, inappropriate emotional response. They didn't talk about no irritability here. Okay, let's look up to the mood again, right? Anger, anxiety, apathy, feeling detached from self, general discontent, loss of interest or pleasure in activities, elevated mood, or inappropriate emotional response. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so okay. Let me see what. Let's pull up from the mood real quick, right? In the mood, anger, because that's from you guys. Anxiety. I kind of get used to it, so you guys know my heartbeat and stuff. You know what I mean? They could pull up to me, put their hand on. I just ignore them. You know what I'm saying? So let's remove the anxiety out of there. Apathy. No. Feeling detached from self. That's too vague. Feeling detached from self. It doesn't apply to me. If I don't understand that, I'm just going to ignore it. General discontent. That's man-made. Loss of interest. Now, you guys know I love fucking so that doesn't apply to me. Or pleasure in activities. Nope, doesn't apply to me. Yeah, the cars, but that's because of you guys. And I still, even though I still, I, s- when the man hit my car several days ago, and I was waiting the cops, even notice I put my car lights on and I stand back and I still find pleasure in my car lights, right? So, nope, doesn't apply to me. Um, loss of interest in pleasure and activity, elevated mood, inappropriate emotional response, inappropriate. So, anything inappropriate, an appropriate emotional response. Okay, so they're provoking me now and I'm laughing at it. I mean, would that be an inappropriate? Would that be an inappropriate emotional response? And I mean, you know, you guys really want me on medicine, huh? You guys really want me on medicine. I mean, so everything from '96, man. So like, I'm supposed to ignore everything from 1996. Okay, I'm gonna try my best, right? I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so the eagle on my bed, the dragon. Okay, the only thing cursing is the dragon, right? Okay, I didn't figure that out till this year. All right. I left from the Eagle City and so on. It's just I'm just making things fit. I get it, and I mean, it's my mind playing tricks on me. Um, and that's by definition it's schizo, okay? But let's touch real quick, right? The devil real slick, boy. This devil real slick. So we not. So that's why they're moving away from church and state. And that's just is that just coincidence, man? It's to see stuff and pretend like you don't see it, man. And that was my big mistake, man. You gotta see stuff and don't see it. Thank God I never seen no green lizards, man. Lord, you guys would have me for lunch, dinner, and supper, boy. Ooh. Goodness gracious, man. I know what's gonna happen and stuff, right? Let's suppose now, I do die by a car accident and so on, you know what I mean? Um, and people get hurt, like people on motorcycles and stuff get hurt and so on. You know what I mean? They go say like, look at his videos and stuff. He was delusional. He's talking about, you know what I mean? Like it's like let's be truthful. You guys want me to be truthful. You know what I mean? At least if I die, be truthful in my death. I'm like, yo, you guys are provoking me. Do that, man. Like fear is fear. Like go back to the matrix of logic, man. When you guys do it in court and stuff, you know what I mean? If the person is doing something bad and you guys do something bad to catch that person, it's okay because he was doing something bad. So like it's like a negative to catch a negative. You know what I mean? Um, please, man. Like if I die, man, you guys know this, but shit is truth. Okay. I just don't suffer from schizo, but I will accept the diagnosis. But if I die, man, okay, so accepting the diagnosis is still wrong. Okay. No. By definition, I met the schizo. Okay. But this is not from you guys though. I met the schizo from previous stuff. Okay. Right. But if I do die by you guys, be honest, man. Let's just be honest. Like you cannot do wrong. You cannot do wrong to me. But you did wrong to those guys, and you guys never come clean about it. Maybe you guys did come clean about it, but just never did it to the press. That's kind of tricky. You guys gotta communicate to me, man. You have to communicate to me. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm just using not self logic. I'm trying to use the logic that you guys use for the judiciary system, man. I mean, I'm not trying to use no self righteous knowledge, man. I'm not trying to play on the same playing field with you guys, um, because by definition, if I'm a good guy, and you guys put drugs in my pocket. That's entrapment. Okay, entrapment doesn't stand in the eyes of judiciary. No, I guess the person who's holding the scale is blind because justice is blind, right? Okay, they're trying their best to be as fair as possible. Let's try our best to be as fair as possible. Okay, I cannot talk for those other guys and stuff because I just don't know all the parameters that add up for you guys to put them in this program. But as far as me, if I die, man, at least come clean. You know what I mean? Um, because everything I'm doing here, I did have my stability. You know what I mean? Stuff that bothered me, I just overlooked it and so on. You know what I mean? So I'm driving on Route 11, man. Homie tried to run me off the road. I was like, bro, I just stopped. Like, coincidence. I'm not gonna blame it on the spirit of God, but I'm just coincidence. Like the intersection right here, and I'm like, let me just go left. Okay, so that didn't work. The next day, they tried to run me over with the pickup truck. I was mad at the time. I was mad at the time and stuff, man. I didn't confront the guy. I just like left it alone. You know what I mean? But being true to the psychosis of man, as long as you keep provoking that man, he become irritable. But they didn't say anything about mood irritability in here, man. You could assume that, but it did not. Like knowing scientists and stuff, they will spell it out. Anything that is ambiguous when it comes to science, they try to spell it out, man. My phone keeps changing and stuff. More power to you guys, man. I gotta play this over and see what I said in here.